Alright guys, welcome to the first official video of my G35 build. Today, we're going to be putting in a pretty fun part, and a part that any VQ owner should know really. Putting in test pipes today. Now, what is a test pipe, you may be asking? All a test pipe is a section of piping that replaces your car's factory catalytic converter. Now, why would we want to do this? For one, this car's got 186,000 miles on the body, so the cats in this thing are pretty clogged up, which is bad for power, bad for fuel efficiency, and just bad for the car's overall flow in general. So today, we're going to be completely bypassing that emission software. Our car will be able to breathe better, make a couple extra horsepower, and should hopefully sound pretty decent while doing it. These are prone to a lot of rasp, and I originally had wanted to go with a set of resonated test pipes, but this car kind of needs something done about its cats right now, and I do not have the money for that. So I got these for $100 off of Flashark, I believe the website was. I'll post a link to it in the description. And hopefully these paired with just my aftermarket muffler will keep the car sounding pretty good and not too crazy. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Firstly, we're going to start by popping the hood. The reason we do this is last time, and pretty much any time I've seen anybody do these, there are bolts that you have to reach from the top, and I am not going to be able to show them to you very well from here, as they require a random combination of extensions to be able to get to, but it shouldn't be too bad once we get there. But for starters, we need to get this car up in the air, so don't forget to chalk your wheels whenever you're jacking your car up. Safety first. Alright, so now the car's in the air, it's time to get up under there, bars, and start by taking out the O2 sensors. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head which wrench that is before I slide down there, but I want to say 24. We're going to find out. Okay, so we got those out, and I just went ahead and fully unplugged them and put them off to the side. But here's your downstream O2 sensors. This is what you're going to want to pull out. Oh, a little cramped down here, but you know. And I was just off. It's actually a 22, not a 24. But that's all right. We got those out, and just set them off to the side for now so they're not hanging in your face. And here's the plugs for them, right under your bell housing for the trans. So next, we're going to work on these bolts right here that hold it to your Y pipe. And then after that, it'll be these bolts right here that hold it to your exhaust manifold. So let me figure out what sizes they are. They look like 14s, but we're gonna test that theory right now. Okay. Oh, I just rubbed the mic right against the trans. I apologize. Let's see here. Nah, I was wrong. All right, 15 it is. Okay, those are kind of rusty. Hopefully they won't give me too much trouble breaking them loose here. Let's fucking find out. Holy shit. Well, we got some turning. And they're turning on both sides. You know what that means. So, since he's got the nut on the back, you gotta make sure you hold him on the other side with a wrench. That for some reason is fucking 14, while the rest of them, or the nuts I should say, are 15. So thanks for that, Nissan. Thanks for that a lot. So now we just gotta get it off of there at hopefully the right angle, the right side. Holy shit. There we go. Now, hopefully we don't break any of these, but if we do, the kit did come with new bolts and gaskets. So for a $100 kit, honestly, could be a lot worse. So that's one of them free. Alrighty, now that those two bottom ones are out, and oh, would you look at that? It looks like we're already missing the top bolt on this side. I wonder if... Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's the one we'd have to hit from the top. And the other guy, whoever, because this is a fresh motor, not a fresh motor, a newer motor, they just left that shit out of there. They said whatever. So we just got to take out the two. And then these bad boys should come right out. We don't got to worry about that upstream sensor up there because it's part of the manifold. So let's pop those bolts out real quick. Okay, well, that is one tight bolt, or tight nut, I should say. Oh, that's gonna go right into my private area. Oh God, that is tight. I wonder if I can find an impact for this thing. Let's see what this thing got. Got it. Oh, nice. Sweet. One more to go. Don't fail me now, wobble socket. Oh, what is that? A smaller size? Don't give me no shit like that. It is 100% a smaller size. That's a 13. Okay. Oh, back out from under we go. Okay, well I got this ratcheting wrench on it and pretty sure it's loose because like the whole cat's starting to fall out. Okay. Alright, nuts off. And there we go. That's number one. All out. And the gasket. And then this gasket is kind of fried to pieces. Of course. That's okay though. Alright. Alright, so there's that. That's bad. Oh, wow. Alrighty, so that is both cats out. You can see all the carbon buildup on the flange here. And you can see right into my header. Nice. Same on this side. So, let's get out from under here and grab our nice new parts, shall we? Alrighty, guys. So, out with the old and about to be in with the new. You can see the difference here. I mean, this has got the big old cat in it. You can't really see it through the camera, but it's got everything in there for the emissions stuff. Right here, we just have our straight through design. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. And also a little nervous to see how these things actually sound. So, let's pop them in. Like I was saying earlier, this kit actually comes with all new bolts, washers, nuts, and gaskets. So, I mean, for $100 test pipe kit, it's pretty solid. Alright, well, hopefully that's a pretty good camera angle. This tripod I'm using is kind of buns, so it's sitting like sideways, so sorry about that. But, it's about as good as it's gonna get. Let's grab our new hardware bag here. We're gonna want the 3-sided gasket because up here is the one with the three holes. So let's go ahead and get it lined up on the stud there. All right, so the bolts in this kit are a 17 and the nuts in this kit are 14s. So I'll just have to get out and grab a 17 wrench whenever it's time for me to need that. So hopefully the fitment on these is pretty solid. Because if it's not, that would kind of suck for obvious reasons. Let's see. And so obviously, as you can tell, getting it all lined up is kind of the hardest part. Just focus on keeping one of the bolts through to start with, just so that your gasket 100% remains in place. And there we go. Now that those are all through, at least somewhat, we can try get a nut on. And now I'm regretting wearing these gloves. Yep. Okay. And to be honest, now I think about it, it probably would have been a little easier to put a nut on the stud at first, but I digress. Also, I hit the camera. My bad. Alright, so that's all our nuts started right there. You know what I forgot on these? Washers. Okay, well, I'll go back for that in a second. Fuck. Oh, I almost forgot the fucking washer again. Alright, so my phone ran out of storage on me, but they are all in. Everything's tightened up. We got our O2 sensors back in place. And same on this side. Looking very nice. So yeah, let's get our first cold start on this thing. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous to see how this thing is gonna sound. Alright, it's time for the first cold start. Just so y'all know, I didn't actually have to go in from the top to get to any of those bolts. I was able to just use an impact, gun down the nut, and it grabbed enough to where I didn't have to do anything crazy to hold the top. So if y'all have an impact, I would definitely try that. But without further ado, I mean, let's get this thing started up. Hopefully it doesn't sound like shit. We'll see. All right, here we go. I'm nervous. Please sound good. Alright, now that's kind of warm. Let's get a couple of revs real quick. Not bad. Not bad for $100, bro. Got a little burbles in there. Dude, alright, let's go get some driving clips under load, shall we? Alright, so far it sounds pretty tame. Low speeds, just in the neighborhood. Hopefully this microphone will actually pick it up pretty good. But yeah, as you can see, pretty tame, nothing crazy. Yeah, sounds pretty fucking good. Pretty happy with it so far. Yeah. I'm gonna say these are worth it. Let's roll these windows a little bit here. I say for $100, I mean, these things are great. They sound like solid. Like, especially if you're like me and the only exhaust modification you have is just an aftermarket muffler. Like, they got a little bit of rasp to them, but since they don't have a flex pipe, you don't get that weird hissing sound on deceleration. And yeah, I feel like these are definitely worth the price. It might feel like it's got a little bit more pickup, but I mean, it's nothing crazy. I mean, obviously, it's not tuned or nothing like that. So don't expect some power gains out of this. But if you want, what I wanted out of these was the exact same tone I had before with a little bit more noise, and that seems to be exactly what I got. The compromise is, well, actually, I haven't got a check engine light yet, even without O2 spacers. I meant to get some, but none of the shops around me had them, so I'll just have to order some and get them later. But I don't have a check engine light yet. So yeah, I mean, if y'all are looking for some cheap test pipes, I'd say these are pretty solid. Obviously, if you have a full aftermarket exhaust system, you're gonna get a little bit more rasp, a little bit more drone, especially if you have something like the ISR single exit or a Tomei or anything like that. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking loud. But just with my Flowmaster muffler and these test pipes, I mean, it's got a solid tone, just enough volume to where it's not obnoxious, but you can hear it. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed watching this video. If y'all made it to the end, thanks. I appreciate it. I just kind of throw these together because I'm doing this shit anyway, so why the hell not? Next video we're gonna be putting in a drift switch in this bad boy, so we can completely disable the traction control. So hopefully it'll stop cutting my power even with traction control off as soon as the wheels start hopping. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Thanks for watching, whoever did, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.